Welcome, Romans! Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2021 Roman Raise and Revel. For those of you who tuned in early, we've already seen some of our students showcase their amazing talents and their creativity in coming together this year in new and imaginative ways. Roman Raise and Revel is a fundraising event anchored in our values: excellence, integrity, and community. Its success is a credit to your generosity and shared commitment to providing an exceptional learning environment for all Latin students. And as a school community, we are committed to making a Latin education possible for families from socioeconomically diverse backgrounds. Romans Raise and Revel is just one way that we work together to help the school realize its vision. So, before I introduce tonight's program, I want to acknowledge all of you. We've been through a lot so far this year. Against the backdrop of a global pandemic, calls for justice, and in a divisive and political climate, we've together as students, families, and educators, we've come together to deliver a Latin education. I'll be the first to acknowledge that it hasn't been easy. We've been forced to alter traditions, to let go of the familiar, work harder than ever, and to compromise, often in spite of our firmly held beliefs. But as I address you all in the middle of May, just a few weeks before the 2021 school year ends, I invite you to celebrate us, to recognize how we've come through this year together, to take stock of the amazing individuals and individual stories that make up our school. We have a fun evening planned tonight. Tonight you will see and hear from our students, our alumni, our faculty. We hope they inspire you to join us in funding the Latin experience. Now, events like these don't happen without extraordinary leadership. This year's chairs, Amrit and Gurpreet Singh, and Valerie Vlahos and Steve Madry, are no exception. Together with volunteers from their planning committee and ambassador team, our event chairs have dedicated hours of service, creativity, and originality, and inventiveness. Thank you for being here. Thanks to everyone who has joined us in our two-day giving challenge leading up to the event. Together with the support from our individual and corporate sponsors, we've already raised $1 million, over $1 million, frankly, for financial aid at Latin. Amazing. Now, we invite you to sit back and enjoy.
Thank you, Randall, and thank you for joining us. My name is Amrit Singh.
And my name is Gurpreet Singh.
And we are tonight's co-chairs for Roman Raise and Revel.
This year is unlike any other year. That's why we felt this event should be special, it should be different, and it should be inspiring. While we all support Latin for different reasons, there are common truths that bring us together. One, we all want our kids to be good people. And two, we want our kids to make an impact in society.
Tonight is about celebrating the incredible impact our children have made, our alumni have made, and why we all care so much about the Latin community. In our world today of such change, social justice, equity, inclusion, that this is the time for us to share a common goal, to support the foundation that Latin is creating for our community and our children.
We're pleased to be this year's co-chairs. I'm Valerie Vlahos.
And Stephen Madry.
While we miss being able to gather together in one space, your support is strongly felt. From the hundreds joining live tonight to everyone who's already joined in making a donation leading up to the event and during our Romans Raise and Revel Giving Challenge.
And you can still show your support by making a gift right here on our hosted streaming site or from your mobile device as you receive text during the evening. We thank you for your generosity.
Hey, Ike Barinholtz here.
Dave Stassen.
And they asked us, what did we take from Latin? What is the thing that has kind of endured and made us the people we are? And for me, I think the answer is the friendships. I'm still close with a lot of folks that I went to school with, and those friendships were forged at Latin and have lasted many, many decades now.
Yeah, they've been really important, and just the overall, well-rounded viewpoint you get coming out of Latin, the exposure to so many different classes and viewpoints. And it's the reason, part of the reason that we're both successful writer, director, actors. Right? Wouldn't you say? Both?
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah,
successful in all three things?
Yeah, I don't think you're an actor, but that's, you don't act.
Well, remember in the Mindy Project, you see the back of my arm for like almost a full second?
That doesn't count. That's not acting. That's nuts.
That's how Kevin Costner got started.
Kevin Costner was like 20 years old. What? They don't even know who Kevin Costner is.
Could be my big chill.
You need to chill. Anyways, the friendships are the things that have lasted all these years.
Yeah.
For better or worse. So that's my answer, right? Go Romans.
Go Romans.
Service to me is very important, especially during these times. People think, oh, we're in COVID, we need to be focused on ourselves, but the problems don't stop because of COVID. I think the work definitely needs to continue, and we can't forget our underserved communities.
Latin really encourages me to do service because everyone here is doing nice things for me, so then I wanted to do nice things for other people. You don't have to do that much, you just have to do simple projects, but it's helping like a lot of people, so it's easy.
Makes me feel pretty good because like you've done something that like makes someone feel better. If someone needs food and you give them food, if you like protected someone.
You don't really have to be afraid to do service work because you're doing it for someone else.
I'm really impressed by the number of students who still want to continue to do outreach work, even though we have the pandemic. They've taken a bad situation and done something good with it.
Look for somewhere where you can use your own personal skills and where your talents will be most valuable, because that's how you can have the greatest impact, I think.
Service is something more than just hours. I think combining your passion with your service and helping others is the most important thing. Not only because it comes from the heart, but it's something that you can enjoy and it's a service to yourself as well.
Service work is a great way to immerse yourself in different communities where you can be a vital player, and throughout service work, I would say, especially for little kids, you have a lot of life experiences that you wouldn't normally have in the classroom.
I believe service is the art of helping people, and that brings me joy, and that's why I do it.
I'm one of 3 editors-in-chief of the Forum. We publish around 250 to 300 articles per year.
I think that without the Forum, a lot of stories within the community would go untold and a lot of narratives would go untold. COVID, honestly, I think is part of what initially drove a lot of the Forum readership, because we were getting inside scoops and posting like, breaking news, these project weeks are canceled, and then we scrambled together a breaking news article when school was canceled, and we've done a lot of updates and like more in-depth stories than maybe what people are getting from a school-wide email.
When I graduate, I really just want the Forum to continue on the upward trajectory that it is currently on. Our journalism is getting better and better by the day. Our reporters are getting fiercer and fiercer, and our editors are getting more meticulous and more meticulous. I'd love to see that kind of trend of improvement continue, and I hope to one day come back to the Forum and just be so proud of how far it has come since I left.
Latin has provided, I think, a lot of students with the different leadership opportunities, because our classes are so small, so then you get leadership opportunities from class, or you get it from the clubs you're in. So many different skills can be applicable to all the different realms of your life.
I feel like it's very important, especially from my point of view when I was an underclassman. I looked up to upperclassmen like seniors and juniors. They showed me a little bit of the path and the way to move at Latin, and the things that help them succeed at Latin and beyond now. So I feel like it's very important that I do the same and set a great example, so that the younger, the underclassmen can kind of move their way through and be successful.
I like to be helpful, and I feel like with a lot of the challenges that young people have been facing recently, whether it's social justice issues or whether it's related to COVID, children are looking for someone who they can connect with, who is willing to be able to listen to their concerns.
I think the Latin community is so amazing, kind of like there's so many people that are so supportive of me, and I really think the Latin has so much diversity and interest, and that's something I look forward to is kind of talking with people about their interests and how they explore it, and sometimes it inspires me to try new things.
My name is Noor Ahmed and I am the head of Latin Society Club.
I find it really empowering because I am doing something that I know will make a change, and it also benefits me as a student because the main goal was to help Muslims, and as a Muslim student I feel the benefits of what I work for, and being a leader it's helping everyone else too, and that's just a really good feeling.
I really like how our community comes together to solve problems and to just be a supportive community, but also to notice when we do have things to fix in the community. It's a great opportunity not only to help other people, but also to help yourself.
There are so many opportunities to be had here, and so many opportunities that can be formed by the students.
We also voice our opinions. It helps set a way for younger generations that are coming into Latin, just understand that when something happens, you need to be able to speak about it and you shouldn't have that fear.
I think that we've engaged in really important discussions this year on Zoom that we didn't have last year. I think people are more inclined to speak up on Zoom sometimes just because it can be a little less scary if you're an underclassman especially, so I think that's been really valuable this year.
I think just because of the lockdown, we've become a lot more hyper aware of things that are going on, and it kind of forced us to take pause and kind of reflect upon ourselves about who we are, how we navigate this world, and what we want to do in our society.
The number one thing you can do is just during your free time sit down and say, what can I do right now to make the school a better place? And if you adopt that mentality, if you really take that time and think deeply about yourself and what you want, you will definitely be able to achieve something, and you will definitely be able to become a leader.
The friendships I forged at Latin, I will be forever grateful for. I came to Latin in senior kindergarten, and many of the friends that I have to this day, some that I spoke to today, some I spoke to yesterday, I had and met in kindergarten. And those are friendships that have stood the test of time. And I think it's not only because of our shared experiences of it at Latin, but also because of our shared character and kind of the way that Latin taught us to be citizens of the world and how to be good friends and how to nurture friendships. I think that's something that we learned together at Latin and has allowed us to have maintained these friendships over, 40 years.
Be an upstander, have confidence in yourself,
and not be a downstander.
You don't have to be perfect every single time on a math question.
Listen to what your teachers are saying. They probably know what they're doing.
Do not be rude to your teachers because they are the ones who are in charge, and you will regret it if you keep messing up.
Get ready for the next school year because it's either going to be hard, easy, medium, or fun.
Hey, my name is Clark Freeman. I am a proud Latin alumni, class of 1995, and I am an actor and producer and musician in Los Angeles. I have to say, I probably wouldn't be the person I am today without Latin, especially in my work. Whether it was Ann Hardigan in the theater, or Coach Nystrom in the pool for water polo, or Coach Vandermeulen, Coach V on the basketball court. I mean, each of these people taught us such respect for the thing we were doing, whether it was theater or water polo or basketball or all the teachers in academics. I'm amazed that the work ethic and respect for the craft and the collaboration of what I do now, today, every day, stems from learning it at Latin. If I hadn't had that foundation of how to respect the thing I love to do, I don't know if I'd still be doing it. So, and the other thing is I still work with Latin alumni now, like guys and girls from my grade. I still work with professionally today, every day, and I love seeing them. So go Romans, rock on.
I am so proud of the students for continuing to show up, whether that is in person, whether that is on screen, in the best of their abilities to do so. The fact that students continue to engage and contribute has just been really inspiring to me as an educator.
The core of all performing arts, and certainly theater, is collaboration. And it's been a difficult year to collaborate. It's just not the same seeing everybody every day and working and like bouncing ideas off each other in person. And I've certainly learned not to take that for granted. But I've also learned that no matter what we have to work through, these students want to express themselves.
There was a period of time where nobody really knew what was happening, and we were all like, can we do a play virtually? That doesn't even seem possible. And then we started seeing improv and show groups and all of these different people getting really creative with Zoom and all of the functions available to us on Zoom. And so our directors reached out to us and they said, hey, you know, we're gonna do this, we're gonna make this happen.
That's been sort of the best part of this year of high school is sports. There's nothing else that feels more normal. There's nothing else that makes me feel better in a day than going out and like going to practice. Sports has sort of been my rock in a way, I guess, through COVID.
It's been crazy. For soccer, we had an off-season program in October where we practiced with the full team, obviously masks on and social distancing. It was a crazy short season, but I mean, the team pulled together. We had a great season. We made the best of it for sure.
Regardless your experience in one area, whether that be in school or athletics, even if it has nothing to do with Latin, curveballs come at you and you learn something new every day.
Can you tell us about the dance you did and who you did it with?
I did it with two of my friends, Stella, Tate, and Greta, and we did it in dance with Miss Kelly. And it was really about like our experience with COVID so far and like how it's progressed through the time.
The thing I remember most was when I was virtual.
I was really in the recruiting process, and it was a lot different because almost everything was virtual, so everything had to come from like my own home, like taking videos of myself.
Just being able to play with those people that I've seen for so long but never really seen them play, like having that team environment has been fun. I've learned how to work together, how to pick up my teammates, and that teammates will always pick you up. That makes a really good environment.
It has grown me as an actor, and I think that reflects virtual shows in general. They might not be as fun in some places, but they challenge one's acting in a new way.
You have no idea why you're here, do you?
As soon as you put yourself out there on a stage or on a screen, doesn't matter, with somebody else, you formed an instant bond, and now you have that shared experience. I love being able to challenge myself for a role. I love having roles that are a stretch for me.
The thing I remember most is when I first came in person and saw my best friends.
It feels awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Be able to go outside and be in the classroom a lot.
This year, it's actually been a really nice sense of just normalcy to have that team, even though obviously we have to be wearing the masks and social distancing. Especially for field hockey, we've been able to have some games, which has been really nice, and just to get out there with a group of girls has been super fun and a nice stress reliever from everything else going on.
When I finally did get to be with my teammates, it was such relief. It's been really fun just to be back together and to be having that team environment where we all get to hang out with each other and then see all the hard work that we've been doing paying off.
Such a testament to our middle school too, that we let kids try out all sorts of different things. We let them try out music, we let them try out Science Olympiad. They can be in the play, they can play basketball. They can do all of these different things and really find things that they're good at and things that they're passionate about.
This community has taught me that although this past year has been really difficult and although we've had our challenges, I'm still a part of something that's bigger than me, and I'm still a participant in a community that has worked together to solve these issues and to adapt and overcome all of these difficult moments.
Seeing other students play and seeing their dedication, and also knowing that underclassmen look up to me as an athlete has been very rewarding and helped me prepare for what's to come in college, because I know that it'll be very challenging.
It is really imperative to have resiliency, even though it sometimes it may be extremely hard to stay resilient. Maintain that path and really think about how you can do everything in your capabilities to assist your peers in that resiliency, and just stay on the path. Yeah.
Even when it's tough, you know, we can fight through it.
One of the biggest things I took with me from Latin is my lifelong love of learning, my lifelong love of books, my lifelong love of reading. It goes all the way back to Miss Serta in 4th grade, learning to read to the bottom of a page, the importance of reading to the bottom of a page, reading The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, carried through to Mr. Marth and learning how to diagram a sentence, Miss Mackle and going to see Camelot and Knights of the Round Table. And then really in 10th grade with Coach Baker writing a 20-page paper. Didn't do it again really until college, and knowing how to do that, how to structure a paper, how to write an outline, how to put together your thoughts, going through every step. That's something that you just don't typically learn in high school. And having that skill set going into college was probably a game changer and a lifesaver for me. So when I think about Latin, those are the things that really bring me back to what it is that I learned and carried with me and still carry with me today.
$16, $17, $18, $83, $196. My favorite special is computer science. I like computer science. I use these 10 tiny robots. Computer science. Spanish. Computer science. Computer science. Yes, that was my favorite one.
Is there anything you want to tell us?
Animal facts.
You want to tell me an animal fact? Go right ahead.
Actually, I forget all of them.
Hi, my name is Erin Maya Lawrence. I'm a class of 2000 Latin alum, and I think the biggest gift that Latin gave me was access to and encouragement of expansive exploration. It's something that I hold on to and I forget about, and then I remember that I can kind of do whatever I want to. I was able to create my own classes when I was at Latin, 2 different independent studies, one that helped me not major in economics. I was able to be in every single choir imaginable at Latin, women's chorale, chambers, chorus. I just did everything. I explored everything, and it's helped me to expand my imagination now, and just really go after everything. And I think that's a gift that a lot of people didn't get to learn and are still hoping to learn. And so I'm grateful for Latin at every turn. Thank you.
I was blessed with great teachers at Latin that really pushed us to think outside the box.
I think one thing that I really learned from Latin is work ethic.
Latin gives us the opportunity to create new classes based on our passions and interests and the students' passions and interests.
What Latin taught me was how to learn. It taught me how to attack a problem and learn a thing.
Falafel, sandwich, and apples. And don't forget the chips. A large steak. Hot dogs. Hot dogs. Hot dogs. I mean, for me, veggie dogs, but for them, hot dogs. I really like hot dogs. I really, really love hot dogs. The macaroni with the turkey and edamame.
Monday cake, Tuesday cake, Wednesday muffins, Thursday pizza, Friday everything.
You guys are drinking water, right?
Yes. Lemonade.
Thank you to everyone who made tonight's Romans, Raise, and Revel a big success. Thank you again to our individual and corporate sponsors and event co-chairs, Amrit and Gurpreet Singh, and Valerie Vlahos and Steve Madry, their planning committee, and the ambassador team. Great work. Thank you to families who joined in making a $50,000 match for our event and giving challenge, and everyone who made a gift to help us reach and exceed our goal of 200 gifts. But tonight isn't about one gift or the size of donations. It's about everyone who came forward this year to show their support by donating, volunteering, and being here tonight in support of our Latin community and our commitment to financial aid. This evening has shown us the true resilience of the Latin community and what we can accomplish together. So, good night, and thank you for joining us.
I'm very proud to be a Roman. I think this is just such a safe space, and this is really a second home to me.
I mean, it's awesome to be a Roman. There's countless opportunities to do, a whole bunch of sports to play, a whole bunch of clubs. We're a winning school. We love to win. We do win most of the time, all the time.
I'm very proud to be a Roman and to get to wear my Latin jersey.
I'm so proud to be a Roman. I love everything about Latin.
I like that there's always an activity you can do.
I'm proud to be a Roman because I like how Latin students are willing to try new things.
It's very diverse, and it has a lot of different options that you're able to experience and kind of play around with in order to find what you really like.
I'm proud to be a Roman because of the supportive community that we fostered as Romans.
I think a big part of being a Roman is that you have a lot of close relationships.
Everybody's so respectful, everybody's so friendly, everybody's so nice.
Everybody is kind of working towards the common goal of learning and being a good community member.
I'm proud to be a Roman because you just get to do your best, and it's about taking care of each other.
Being a Roman means always trying your best, and I know I see that in everyone at school.
I'm grateful for the lessons it's taught me and the person that I've become.
Latin is a great place to be, to learn, to grow, and I'm just happy that me and my children all get to experience it.
I think being a Roman is truly unique, and it is an experience unlike anything else.